computer is picking up a strange signal. Here, sir, you better take a look at
it. Hello and welcome to episode 114 of Life Through a Prism with your host Rob Tierney. In this podcast we may look at topics to do with LGBTQIA+, disability, pop culture. In this episode we're going into the subject of pop culture in an article from geeksandgamers.com entitled Podcasting Diversity Study is the Dumbest Thing You'll Read This Week. Complains that most podcasters are white men despite no barrier to entry. Written by Marvin Montenaro, dated November the 12th, 2025. The mainstream access media is now complaining that too many podcasters are white men, despite there being absolutely no barrier to entry to anyone that wants to get into the medium. This gold medal in mental gymnastics came from an actual podcasting diversity study that an academic institution sank real, actual human currency into conducting. The end results showed that a lot of podcasts are hosted by white men, and to them, that's a major problem. The elephant in the room, however, is there's nothing stopping anyone in the world who can afford a microphone and an internet connection from starting a podcast. You have to hand it to academia and the mainstream media. They'll find a way to inject race and gender politics into absolutely anything. Case in point, the University of Southern California's latest exercise in self-parody, titled Inequality in Popular Podcasts, the study made headlines this week through coverage by The Wrap, declaring that 64% of podcast hosts are male and 77% are white. The horror! Let's pause and apply a little common sense, something in short supply at USC's Annenberg Inclusion Initiative. Podcasts are not movies, they are not television. There is no casting director, there is no executive gatekeeper deciding who gets a microphone. Literally anyone on the planet can start one. The supposed lack of diversity in podcasting isn't the result of discrimination. It's the result of freedom. That's right. The very medium this study is pretending to diagnose is the most democratized entertainment form on earth. You don't need a studio, a union, a Hollywood agent, or a corporate green light. You need an idea, a mic, and an internet connection. That's it. That's literally it. So why is USC comparing this to the gender and racial breakdown of Hollywood productions, which are meticulously curated, unionised and policied by the same institutions now preaching about inclusion? It's like comparing a YouTube comment section to the Oscars. Dr. Stacey L. Smith, the report's author, who I am sure is super fun to have a conversation with, said in a report, podcasts have become an essential platform for information, entertainment and connection, adding that this study underscores both the reach of podcasting and the opportunity to ensure the voices behind the mic reflect the audiences they serve. Translation: we've discovered an area of human creativity that isn't yet properly micromanaged by diversity bureaucrats, and we can't have that. The report frets that 64% of hosts are male and 77% are white, as if that's proof of some societal failure. But it also admits that women dominate certain genres: true crime, arts, society, culture, even news and education. The numbers fluctuate because people gravitate toward what interests them. That's not inequality, that's individual choice. And there's this gem. Women of colour were least likely to host podcasts. 6.6% of the top 100 hosts and 8.1% of the 592 examined. The implication is that white men are hogging all the microphones. How exactly? There's no finite number of podcasts, there's no cap on creativity. If someone wants to start a show, they can. Comedian and former television executive Paul Chatto captured it perfectly on his appalling news segment on YouTube. They are comparing apples to oranges, Chatto said. Studios can demand diverse casting in movies and TV shows that features dozens of characters. Podcasts are usually just one idiot with a microphone, you fugitives from a mental ward. In other words, the study is comparing a free marketplace to a controlled one, and then scolding the free marketplace for not producing controlled results. What USC and the journalists amplifying this nonsense really want is ideological conformity. They can't stand the idea that a space exists where success is determined by whether people voluntarily listen, not whether a diversity officer signed off on your demographic profile. Podcasting is thriving precisely because it's uncontrolled. It's one of the last frontiers of authentic expression where anyone, regardless of colour, gender or politics, can build an audience without Hollywood's blessing. If the folks at USC really want more women and minorities in podcasting, they should stop shaming the people who already create and start encouraging others to join them. Because nothing screams empowerment like telling someone they're underrepresented in a medium that has no doors to keep them out. The takeaway: the only inequality here is between those who do and those who complain about those who do. Welcome to podcasting, Dr. Smith. The barrier to entry isn't your identity. It's whether anyone wants to listen. What do you think of this study? Is it relevant? Have you thought of trying this podcasting thing but worried you couldn't do it? Let me be honest with you. If I can do it, then there's an extremely high chance you can too. So if you have a topic you love and you want to share it with the world, even if it may be a niche subject, you might just corner that market over time with your unique look on life. Till next time, take care and bye for now.